by Pablo Tarquino. If you haven't figured it out, Chris is Pablo. Once upon a time, it was summer. For some reason, I ended up going with a friend to visit a girl he kind of liked. This girl had a cousin who came from Florida. I didn't expect much from the visit, but then I met, let's call her Delilah. She was slim, pretty, fun, and she loved books. I liked a slim, pretty, fun girl who loved books. We ended up talking for hours, and I was hooked. It was summer love. The stars looked down upon us and sighed. The sunsets grew mysterious and longful just to add to our romance. And I decided to take this girl to the zoo. Somehow, this romantic encounter had fuddled up my brain. I forgot about the crappy car that my father never fixed. So I set it all up, I got in the car, and I went to get Delilah. Oh, Delilah, what fun we would have! Looking at those silly simians and then stealing kisses behind the aquarium. My mind raced with these thoughts. Meanwhile, I'd been so caught up with my thoughts that I'd forgotten to notice a dreadful coughing sound that my car emitted. That was the car, I'm not like... I drove along airheaded and arrived to her apartment. Now, I'm a gentleman. I'm not a car hunter. I insist on getting out of my own car in an act of childish chivalry to wait on the lady. And I did just that. But my car, once I turned it off, died. If cars could have asthma attacks, my car had just had one. And it broke down completely. Well, Delilah came down, and I walked her to her seat, and violet sparks shone in my eyes because at last I was with her. So, I tried to start the car. It wheezed out a short breath, and then turned off. No, this could not be. So I tried again. My car wheezed, only to shortly die out on me. My neck started to sweat. I started to blush. Oh, I looked ridiculous. Everything all right? Delilah asked. No worry, I have it under control. I lied. After my futile attempt to start the car, I had a wonderful idea. Her apartment was on top of a hill.
Oh
my car, being mechanical, could be started if I had a little momentum. Or so I had overheard somewhere. Well, the hill would give me some speed, and I had never done this feat, but I could do it. I could do it, I breathed to myself. I just did not want to look like a fool. By now, Delilah saw my frustration, so she didn't really speak. I tried to start the car going downhill. There was a brief chortle from the car, but it promptly died. I let it roll a little further, but it still died. I had very little slope left by now. In one final attempt, I tried like a Jedi to mentally will my car into starting. But my Jedi powers failed me. I was left at the bottom of the hill without having been able to turn on the car. And it was around this time that Delilah said, I thought you needed to have it on second gear for that to work. Why, Delilah? Couldn't you have said that at the top of the hill? Now I blushed furiously, having failed to start the car, and now put us on an even worse road with a lot more traffic. The next 10 minutes were terrible. I asked taxis to jumpstart my car. I haggled, I pleaded, I made a fool of myself.
Help me!
What?
Quite the fool of myself. Delilah coolly stepped out and started reading a book. Every once in a while, she would pass a smart comment that, while it wasn't quite mean, nevertheless did not help at all. I called my dad. Bad idea. For some reason, he decided to apply the sink or swim technique on me this time, and he'd never done that before. He gave me some instructions, but at length just said, "Figure it out yourself," and hung up on me. And I was a madman. At this point, I was running through the streets, yelling, stopping cars, and I was much crazier than that. I mean, I was flying all over the place, waving my arms and stuff. And at the same time, I was trying to look cool in front of Delilah. At last, a nice man stopped and jump-started my car. And at this point, I was sweating, wearied, and very much out of my game. Delilah silently smirked. It went downhill from there. No more romance, no more nothing. Last text that Delilah sent me was, "I told the family what happened, and the family laughs at you." Terrible, terrible things. It was all for the best, though. Turns out Delilah was having not one, but many summer romances. She had kissed a couple of other guys, and I had no idea. We never really had anything more than an innocent summer fling, but it was by far the most terrible run-in with love I have ever had.